should know that in order for you to make real money on that job, you got to put a multiplier on that. And you just say, oh, no, nobody's going to pay that much money, but I need the work. I got to keep my crews busy, so I'll do it for $30,000. That's fear. And it's real, but there are ways to overcome it.
Why do contractors and landscapers more specifically so often default to this scarcity mindset? There's not enough work. I need to lower my prices. Like that kind of attitude. Why is that so prevalent?
You're just going right for the jugular now, aren't you?
Straight at
We're
it.
not even, there's no warm up. It's going right to that. You know, a lot of it is that we were not brought up to believe in ourselves. Sometimes we weren't brought up to think about becoming wealthy, to becoming free. The whole thing is go to school, get a job, start a family, get a house. That's not the type of thinking for us, for entrepreneurs. We chart our own course. We don't want anybody to tell us what we're worth. We don't want anybody to control us and tell us where to go and what to do. And funny enough, when we don't run a good business, we let some of that head trash come to us. We become slaves to a business. That freedom that we aspire to becomes elusive. Instead of having more freedom, we're actually working harder than ever. Part of it is you have to understand that it comes from when we were kids. And fear, it's just, you just get scared. You know, there's no other way to say it. Do you know the job's going to cost whatever, 20 grand? You should know that in order for you to make real money on that job, you got to put a multiplier on that. Let's just say the multiplier is 2, you know, so it's going to cost you 20 and you need a 50% gross margin to cover your marketing overhead and profit. And you just say, oh, no, nobody's going to pay that much money, but I need the work. I got to keep my crews busy, so I'll do it for $30,000. Well, that's fear. That's fear. And it's real, but there are ways to overcome it. It's an easy place to go to. And trust me, I mean, I've been a victim of this, you know, a lot. It's something I still work on to this day. It's something that I think we have to constantly be working on. You got to work on, and I say this all the time, you got to work on yourself. As an entrepreneur, the most important thing that you can do, the biggest investment or the best investment that you can make in yourself is in your education. It's in the people that you surround yourself with. It's in, you know, being involved with you guys at LeanScaper. It's being involved with the Wealthy Contractor. It's listening to podcasts like this and to do all that you can to understand that, hey, wait a minute. People are, just as an example, people are willing to pay the price that you ask for. You just have to believe that you're worth it. You have to believe that you deserve it. And that was not something that was put into a lot of us when we were young. You deserve to make a profit, and you deserve to make a good profit. Because when you go and you improve somebody's home, and you do it in a way that where they're happy with it, and even better if they're thrilled with it and they just love what you did for them, you deserve to make a profit. And too many people lose sight of the fact that, hey, wait a minute, I'm here in business to make a profit. And the way that I make a profit is by solving my customer's problem. And my customer's problem could be, well, they have a really ugly backyard. They want a swimming pool. They want somewhere for their kids to go and play, and they want it to be beautiful, right? And so if you're the company they trust and you did a good job for them, you deserve to make a good money, good living from that. And the more you do it and the bigger you do it and the more customers you serve, you deserve to get wealthy from it.
In your experience, because I know your own story, you've gone from one end of the spectrum to the other, and now you've helped hundreds of other people go from one end of the spectrum to the other. How do wealthy landscapers think differently about competition, think differently about margins?
Well, when it comes to competition, you really have to believe, and this is for everybody, you have to believe that there's more than enough work out there for all of us. A good friend of mine, Brian Elias, built one of the biggest and most successful window replacement companies in the country, 1-800-Hansons. And I remember that when I first met him and I first went to his office, I mean, this guy's bigger than life. He's got no fear, I mean, none whatsoever. He even told me once, Brian, I just don't have that gene. And he did something very interesting. He said, Brian, any one of my competitors can come to my office. They can sit in my call center. I will give them my scripts. I'll give them my sales presentations. I'll give them whatever they need in order to make their business better. And I thought, oh my God, I'd never heard anything like that before.
Yeah.
Because to me, it was always, oh no, that's the competition. But the competition, you can't look at them that way. The minute you start to believe that there's a finite number of jobs in the market, you're done. You're dead in the water, because then that means that your success is almost going to be by chance. And whereas the beautiful thing about these businesses is that if you don't have leads today, all you have to do is pick a neighborhood and go start knocking on doors. Hey, I'm Brian from Brian's Landscaping Company. We're working around the corner in the neighborhood, and I just wanted to stop by and say, so you could go out and you could make an opportunity that didn't exist. Those people didn't wake up this morning and say, oh, I'm going to call a landscape company. I'm going to redo my backyard or my front yard. You have the ability to go out and make a lead. And so a wealthy contractor knows I can go out and make my own opportunities every day. And so that's going to be the biggest difference.